Welcome to Civic Education for JSS 3. Today we study civil society and democracy, what civil society is, and why it is essential for a healthy democratic system. What is civil society? Civil society refers to the wide range of organizations and groups that are separate from government and business and operate in the public sphere to serve common interest. Civil society includes non-governmental organizations, NGOs, trade unions and labor unions, professional associations, medical, legal, engineering associations, community-based organizations, CBOs, religious organizations acting in civic matters, media, newspapers, TV, radio, online, academic and research institutions, social movements, organized movements of citizens demanding change. Civil society in Nigeria. Nigeria has a vibrant civil society with many active organizations. Examples of civil society organizations in Nigeria: Transition Monitoring Group, TMG monitors elections in Nigeria. Space for Change, S4C advocates for housing rights and urban poor. Gender and Development Action, GODO promotes women's rights and gender equality. Civil Liberties Organization, CLO promotes human rights. Media Rights Agenda, promotes freedom of the press and access to information. Trade Union Congress, TUC, and Nigeria Labour Congress, NLC represent workers' interest. Nigerian Bar Association, NBA Association of Lawyers. Nigerian Medical Association, NMA Association of Medical Doctors. Role of civil society in democracy. 1. Watchdog function. Civil society organizations watch, monitor, the government to ensure it acts honestly, accountably, and in the public interest. They expose corruption and abuse of power. 2. Advocacy. Civil society groups lobby government to adopt good policies, for example, advocating for better healthcare, women's rights, or environmental protection. 3. Voter education. Civil society organizations educate citizens about their rights to vote and how the electoral process works. They monitor elections and report malpractice. 4. Protection of human rights. Civil society groups, especially human rights organizations and lawyers, defend citizens whose rights have been violated. 5. Mobilizing citizens. Civil society mobilizers, brings together ordinary citizens to participate in public affairs through protest, petition signing, community meetings, and social media campaigns. A famous example, #EndSARS 2020, a civil society-driven movement against police brutality. 6. Bridge between citizens and government. Civil society brings the concerns of ordinary citizens to the attention of government. 7. Service delivery. In areas where government is weak, NGOs often provide basic services, healthcare, education, food, water, to communities. 8. Media freedom. A free and independent media holds government accountable by investigating and publishing information about government actions, both good and bad. 9. Checks on government power. Civil society creates a check against abuse of power by those in government. Without civil society, a government could easily become authoritarian, dictatorial. Relationship between civil society and democracy. Democracy needs civil society. A strong civil society is one of the key pillars of democracy. It ensures accountability, government knows it is being watched. It promotes participation, all citizens have a voice. It protects freedom, rights of individuals are defended. It ensures transparency, open government information. In countries where civil society is weak, governments tend to become corrupt and authoritarian. Strong civil society equals healthy democracy. Challenges facing civil society in Nigeria. 1. Government hostility. Some governments try to restrict or suppress civil society, especially organizations that expose corruption or criticize government. 2. Inadequate funding. Most Nigerian NGOs depend on foreign donors, making them vulnerable to funding cuts or accusations of serving foreign interests. 3. Harassment and intimidation. Civil society activists and journalists can face arrest, threats, or violence. Notable example, Ken Saro-Wiwa, environmental and human rights activist hanged by the Abacha regime in 1995. 4. Co-optation. Some civil society organizations are captured by politicians or government, losing their independence. 5. Low public participation. Many Nigerians are not aware of or do not engage with civil society organizations. Remember, civil society equals wide range of organizations plus groups separate from government and business operating in public sphere to serve common interests, includes NGOs plus trade unions plus labor unions plus professional associations plus community-based organizations / CBOs plus religious organizations plus media plus academic plus research institutions plus social movements. Nigerian civil society examples, Transition Monitoring Group / TMG, monitors elections. Plus Space for Change / S4C, Housing Rights plus Urban Poor. Plus Gender and Development Action / GODO, Women's Rights plus Gender Equality. Plus Civil Liberties Organization / CLO, Human Rights. Plus Media Rights Agenda, Freedom of Press plus Access to Information. Plus Trade Union Congress / TUC plus Nigeria Labour Congress / NLC, Workers' Interest. Plus Nigerian Bar Association / NBA, Lawyers. Plus Nigerian Medical Association / NMA, Medical Doctors. Role in democracy, watchdog function, monitor government, ensure honesty plus accountability plus public interest, expose corruption plus abuse of power. Plus advocacy, lobby government to adopt good policies, better healthcare plus women's rights plus environmental protection. Plus voter education, educate citizens about rights to vote plus how electoral process works, monitor elections plus report malpractice. Plus protection of human rights organizations plus lawyers defend citizens whose rights violated. Plus mobilizing citizens, brings together ordinary citizens to participate in public affairs, protests plus petition signing plus community meetings plus social media campaigns. Famous example equals #EndSARS 2020 equals civil society driven movement against police brutality. Plus bridge between citizens and government, brings concerns of ordinary citizens to attention of government. Plus service delivery, in areas where government is weak, NGOs often provide basic services equals healthcare plus education plus food plus water. Plus media freedom, free plus independent media holds government accountable by investigating plus publishing information about government actions. Plus checks on government power, creates check against abuse of power. Without civil society, government could easily become authoritarian / dictatorial. Relationship with democracy. Democracy needs civil society. Strong civil society equals key pillar of democracy, ensures accountability equals government knows it is being watched, promotes participation equals all citizens have a voice, protects freedom equals rights of individuals defended, ensures transparency equals open government information. In countries where civil society is weak, governments tend to become corrupt plus authoritarian. Strong civil society equals healthy democracy. Challenges in Nigeria. Government hostility. Some governments try to restrict or suppress civil society, especially organizations that expose corruption or criticize government. Plus inadequate funding. Most Nigerian NGOs depend on foreign donors, vulnerable to funding cuts plus accusations of serving foreign interest. Plus harassment plus intimidation. Civil society activists plus journalists can face arrest plus threats plus violence. Ken Saro-Wiwa equals environmental plus human rights activist hanged by Abacha regime 1995. Plus co-optation. Some organizations captured by politicians or government, losing independence. Plus low public participation. Many Nigerians not aware of or don't engage with civil society organizations. Thank you for studying civic education with us today.